Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a video. Today's video for You and I Are Polar Opposite Season 2, Episode 7. Last episode was just about the death of me. If they keep doing that, I'm going to die in one of these videos. Maybe I shouldn't start my YouTube upload like that. That's a very harsh intro. YouTube's probably gonna fuck me for that one. Not how I wanted to phrase that, but it's how it came out, so I'm sticking with it. This is a crazy intro. Last episode was nearly the end of me. It was about a complete diabetes overload, and I just about collapsed. It was a fantastic and amazing episode, if you can't tell. And the content we got was absolutely phenomenal in every single way. The Tyra Ozma stuff was just as peak as I expected it to be when it was finally their time to shine, and so I cannot wait to see more of that as Ozma, is coming to the realization that she might have feelings for Tyra. So let's see how that progresses here as we continue. But per usual, feel free to check out the Patreon and Discord. Links are in the description below. As far as the Discord goes, talk about current and past anime, current manga, past manga, and have non-anime conversations as well. And as far as the Patreon goes, you get exclusives and uncuts to all my reactions. So feel free to check out either of those over your own will. Now we're just up straight into You and I Are Polar Opposite Season 2 Episode 7. Well, what actually happened in the beginning half of was it Yamada Nishi content? I actually don't remember what the beginning of last episode was. The Tyra Ozma content took me out. So, was it an entire episode? Okay, it was basically an entire episode of Tyra Ozma, and then we graduated. We're going into third year now. That's correct. That's what happened last episode. And it was White Day, which we saw the White Day between Tani and apparently this scene with Suzuki leaning away with the phone is exactly like reminiscent of how Tani did it. But then Yamada and Nishi had their cute moment together where he responded with her White Day. But most of the episode, outside of the graduation stuff, was Tyra Ozma focused, and it was fucking peak. All right, let's go. New episode. Spring has come and it's time for a new year. Want to meet up tomorrow with pleasure. And I'm being second. Oh, it's spring break time. Okay. While spending spring break in their own ways. Is Tani out getting a gift for Suzuki? Yeah. Aw, Tyra's keeping that in there, and he's got the sticker as well. He's got it right next to him as he studies. Okay, Sato, excuse me. Nabe, Sato, Ozma, and Suzuki are hanging out. Suzuki is still as unphotogenic as ever. Alright, so this is gonna be a spring break episode. So we'll probably start third year episode after. I don't know if this series is gonna end at the end of high school or what. If so, that means we're gonna fly through third year at light speed. Spring break with Nishi and Yamada. Okay, we're starting off with Nishi and Yamada here. They going on a date together? Okay, Yamada does not look good. Oh, they're studying. Okay. What? He wanted to hang out with her, go on dates and stuff, but you gotta study, buddy. Now also, Nishi's got a new outfit. Okay, there you go. Finish early and then you can go on a date. Let's go somewhere okay for a fun date. Was he about to try to call her by her first name? He said Nishi and almost thought about it for a second, but then called her Nishi-san. Or maybe he just wants to call her Nishi and not Nishi-san. He was trying to call her just Nishi. He was trying to shorten it to just Nishi and said Nishi-san, but he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. Oh, an aquarium date. Alright, a staple of dates. He keeps doing that! Nishi-san. Wow. That might be the fastest I've ever heard you speak, Nishi. Is Yamada's hair dye coming out? It looks like there's more black in his hair now. I thought it was, the tips were like fully blonde before. Bulldoze the conversation with my son speed talking. He probably loves hearing you talk. She wearing the same dress again. Mingling with the children. Taking some more where I want. Sense of responsibility. Ah, I see. She feels responsible for making the date work because she brought him here. But he asked you where you wanted to go so you could have a fun time. He wanted to go wherever you wanted to go. Isa! Isa! Whoa, this is a pretty room. Holy shit. The lights. Just wholesome. Stare and dazed. Is Yamada looking at the fish or is he looking at the lights on the wall? Too much time at the beginning. You can spend as much time as you want. No, don't rush it. Damn, these rooms are gorgeous. What the fuck? Oh, she's gone. To the jellyfish right away. I had bad memories with jellyfish in anime. If you know, you know. Yamada looking at her. It seemed like I'm the only one who's super serious. Oh, Yamada's got his phone out as well. Her name is Natsumi, right? I think. Let me... Where did my phone oh, there it is. I always pull up character sheets on my phone because I just pull up any list real quick. I think her name is Natsumi, right? So is he trying to call her... He might be trying to call her by her first name. Yeah, it is Natsumi, because he had read it out of that library book, and he said her name like Nishi Natsumi, Nishi Natsumi, Nishi Natsumi. So he was going to originally go from Nishi-san to Nishi, but now he's just trying to say Natsumi. No. Oh, this is the aquarium, the same one they go to in the Fragrant Flower Blooms of Dignity. Is this a very famous aquarium in Japan then, I'm assuming? I mean, it has to be, right? Because this is the exact same one as in that show. I think she's not apologizing to you, she's apologizing to all the people she's walking through. Like, you guys are in the splash zone, clearly. Guys, let's get some fucking ponchos on. Why would everybody else around you have a poncho on if you're not in the splash zone? You guys are in the... Oh my god. Yamada, I understand, wouldn't think this through. Nishi, please, use your brain. Yeah, there you go. I'm glad he's openly telling you. Worried. Yeah, worried about your phone and camera. There you go. Okay, so he's going to buy ponchos so they can stay in the splash zone. Donned! They've donned the ponchos. Nice. Oh! Ah! Oh my god! Dude, why does the show always reduce me to a blabbering fucking idiot? Oh my god, help! Help me! So fucking cute. There you go, she got her big camera. Oh, she took a picture of Yamada with it. Now that Yamada was saying let's take pictures, she felt more comfortable getting out her camera. Always love these domes and aquariums. Aww. Fucking cute! Oh my god! Dude, this shit is fucking adorable. Holy. Is there somewhere else she wanted to go? There you go. She brushed through, but now she felt more comfortable now that they've been here and enjoyed their time together. She feels a lot more comfortable being like, hey, I wanted to go back and see this. I didn't get to see this enough. And she wanted pictures. I regret not doing... Okay, Yamada also has something he wants to... Yeah, Yamada wanted to do the merry-go-round! I love it. Nishi was like, can we go back here? I didn't really get everything I wanted to do here. And then Yamada's like, I also have something I want to go do. And now they're just riding the Ferris wheel. I love the open communication with them. You wanted to ride it. Now they're walking holding hands. I will be dead by the time this series is over. Not at all. I get this sort of tunnel vision. That's very Yamada. A dope fish expert would think that's heretical. Yeah? Look at the fish bonehead. Ow! I was trying to take a drink of the water and I had it and I hit my hand. Ow! And this hit into my tooth. Ow! It fucking hurt. Anyway, he did it. I knew he was trying to. he tried to pull that off. He's giving side glances like, did I do that smoothly enough? Did I do it? Was it smooth? Did I do it smoothly enough? Did I slip it in the conversation smooth enough? Sounded a little robotic saying it, like he'd clearly rehearsed it, but you know. He got red in the ears. I kind of forced that, yeah. You could tell it's a little pre-rehearsed. Now you gotta say it again. You're killing her over there. She said hi. I think you're about to make Nishi's head explode. Yamada. You should stop while you're ahead. Nachan is what you're gonna call her. He's gonna call her Nachan. That's adorable. That's adorable. Ah! It's gonna be probably a while before she calls you Kentaro. That's his name, right? Yamada Kentaro, I think. Spring break with Suzuki and Tani. Okay, it's Suzuki and Tani time. Is the rest of the episode gonna be Taira and Ozma focused after this segment? I wouldn't mind. I would not mind. It is the March 29th at 23:59 and now it is midnight. Is March 30th her birthday? Is he doing what she did for him when she called him on his birthday? Yeah, Suzuki acting like you don't know. Yeah, there you go. Oh, on the dot, right at midnight. Or right at 0 for them. How do they say that? Do you guys say 0 o'clock? What do you say? I'm very curious what people who use military time say. Because we just say, you know, it's midnight or noon whenever it hits those. Do you still call it midnight? I guess maybe people still call it like midnight and noon. But if you're trying to say like 12 o'clock or like 12 p.m., we have 12 p.m., 12 a.m. Do you guys say 0 o'clock? Or I guess you just maybe say 0? It's 0. I have no idea how they talk in military time. Yeah. Papa came in while she was on call with her boyfriend to say happy birthday, right at midnight as well. Prep school, ooh, Tani's prepping for university. That's probably gonna have to be something we're gonna have to traverse with them, is where to go once they graduate, how they're gonna stay together, where they're each going, what their plans and aspirations are. Prep school, university entrance exam course. So yeah, he's getting prepped. That's definitely gonna be a conflict we're gonna have to discuss. Spring and we needed somewhere to go. Goddamn, Suzuki's always got the fits on, man. Tani is always looking the exact same. They're perfect for each other. They're polar opposites. Suzuki is always dressed to the nines and Tani always looks the same. Azusato Nabe. Wow. Okay, I guess you combined all three of their names. Although, Azuma's was the only name that got cut. Sato and Nabe's names are in full. Azuma is the only one that got cut. Was that in the montage of spring break stuff? Did we see that? Or was that at the beginning of the episode? Oh, it was at the beginning of the episode, I think. Yeah, Tani was he's looking for a birthday gift. That's what Tani was looking for. Taira's studying, and then yeah, okay, we did see it at the beginning of the episode. We strolled through the cherry blossoms and celebrated my birthday too. Ah, they did a little early birthday for her. I'm bugging him for a present. I didn't mean it like that. It's not like it's the earlier the better for this. I wanted to be the first one to wish you happy birthday. He's remembering when she did that. Oh, because he's thinking, you know, her friend celebrated her birthday earlier than he did, so he's feeling maybe a little bad about that. Don't worry, Tani. They probably celebrated her birthday early so that you two could have her birthday to spend together. That's probably why they celebrated her birthday early. Feeling conflicted about getting beaten to the punch. Toddy, it's okay, buddy. He's prepared some crazy surprise for me. The wiggly fingers. Oh, that's what's in the bag. But is she embarrassed about overthinking it? Lots of groups here today. Subtly hinting she came prepared. Okay. She came prepared for a birthday celebration like this. Near Azu's house. Oh, really? Y'all were gonna hang out with Tyra too? Why didn't y'all invite him? Why didn't they end up inviting him? We're about to see, but like, does it have something to do with Azuma's growing suspicions of her own feelings in the back of her head? Surely it has nothing to do with that, right? Surely not. Whoa! Holy shit! It totally is! Wouldn't it be rough having just one guy? When would you have ever cared about that? You as a group have hung out with just like Tani, or just like Yamada. Why would it matter if just Hyra comes to hang out with y'all? Girl, you are... okay. Yeah, no, it's not. You guys hang out in different groupings literally all the time. It would not matter. You're lucky Sato helped you there, Ozma. Otherwise, you were gonna have been alone. I don't know what I just said, but I'm sticking with it. You were gonna have been alone. I wonder if we would have shown up if we'd asked him. He would have. Yes. Damn, the hand animation. How many times has Suzuki done this where she very in-depth describes the seasons and their changes and how they make her feel? She does this a lot. And that lots of things are about to begin. That's the advent of spring, and once you're fully in spring and spring progresses, the feelings change. No. Yeah, but they don't. Time marches on forever. As the one singular unchanging rule of the universe is that time will never stop. That's why you gotta enjoy everything. Is that actually in English, or did they subtitle it like that? Simple is best. Just got a regular, simple, like, little strawberry shortcake here. That's not shortcake, I don't think. I don't eat sweets very much, so I don't know, you know, names of things super well. If I were to get, like, a cake, I'd get a cheesecake. That's, like, my favorite kind of cake. I like cinnamony kind of cheesecake. Oof, those are so good. I haven't had those in years. I don't eat sweets anymore. I've tried to stay away from that stuff. Also, it's not because I have like health issues or something. Just to be clear, I might have made that sound a little more, you know, bad than it is. I just one day got kind of I literally just decided, hey, I'm gonna stop eating sweets. And I've kept that going for like 2 years. Like, it literally wasn't like a super specific decision that I made. Said it again while they're on a little sweet state. 'Twas most delicious. Sounds like some shit I'd say. He doesn't. A heavy gift. He's nervous if she'll like it. I got a mug with her name on it and the little Yeti! So that's what he was shopping for at the beginning of the episode. Taking a drink up to her room. Not knowing what she wanted, he went for something useful. User-friendly, yay! All kinds of things today. You implied he's not usually boyfriendish or something? I wouldn't have done it on my own. I'm sort of doing things for show. Aw. That you would do something like that for her because you love her. It's not something you would maybe innately do on your own because it's not really you, but you love her and you know her, and so you did it for her, and that makes her very happy. Whoa. I have to make sure you don't get sick of me. Let's see how Tani responds to that, because that is definitely a worry that I've had in my own relationships and everything is, will my partner eventually get sick of me, just, you know, being me and stuff? Maybe we're different in some areas. Will they eventually get sick of me and want to discard and the relationship and move on or something? I'm sure that's things that everyone thinks about when they're in a relationship. It's like, I love this person so much. Will they get sick of me? Blunt. A decisive declaration. I'm what? She's thinking so much about, you know, I guess, like, she's been thinking this entire time about how she wishes things wouldn't change and how she wishes she could stay like this forever. And so I guess, you know, that's a worry for her as they move towards the future, is that something like that could end up happening. These lighting is so pretty. Nice translation, Crunchyroll. Yes. Worried they won't be in the same class. That is true. I was talking about that last episode. I wonder who's going to be in classes together. Think about changing classes and studying for entrance exams. She's worried their relationship will falter if that happens, and I mean, that's a very valid thing to worry about. Long-term relationships can be a very difficult thing to maintain. Of course, it's filled with endless joy, hopefully, if your relationship is a good one, but that doesn't mean it's without hardships as well. And so this is definitely something that you need to address with each other, and I'm glad she's being open and communicating about these plausible worries she has for the future, so that they can be aware of them, and if it were to come to fruition, they can work it out and talk about it now that she's made that worry clear. And of course, just worrying about, you know, ifs and possibilities is endlessly worrying about those is never a good thing, but bringing attention to worries you have and ideally looking for ways as a couple to solve them is absolutely something to do before you drive yourself insane overthinking about them. That's why open communication is such an important thing. That's understandable, it's okay. Is this actually just the warm-up to being worried? It's an important time we're spending for our futures. Exactly. Please tell me everything. The way he phrased it is somehow vexing. Maybe I'm too simple. He got embarrassed hearing that, but being open and honest in communication is absolutely the way to do things. Also, I didn't even clock it before, but this jacket she has on, the actual fit underneath it is here, and it's just as drippy as she looks with the jacket. Wait, hold on. Where's a good shot of it? There you go. Look at that. Look at the fit, man. Suzuki, the floral design looks amazing. She's always got the fits on. Always, always, always. And now she's in a fantastic mood. He was telling her, I'm still just trying to look good. Is he himself worrying about something like that? Because we saw he was doing entrance exam prep stuff himself while on call. Yeah, he's also easing his own at the same time. Tani, you should be open to your girlfriend about the fact that you're also worried. Of course, you're trying to ease her worries, but being open about the fact that you're also worried could be something for you guys to connect on and work through. You should be open about your worries yourself as well. I'm the one feeling those things. Oh. Was she putting the flower on his ear? Nah, she put the flower on his ear and is now. Hope he'll take care of 17-year-old me too. So she's 17 now. I think Tani was already 17. Damn, she's got a late birthday. The fact that she just turned 17 actually, no, that would be a really... Yeah, no, that'd be a really late birthday, because most people in Japan and America, in your final year of high school, you turn 18 pretty early on in the year, pretty early on in the school year. And so she's got a very late birthday if, like, she's just now turning 17 as their new year starts. She was probably, like, just on the cusp of being a grade below, actually. Did he not realize she put the flower there? I did that. He didn't realize. How do you not feel that? I guess he's got glasses there, so that actually makes sense. Yep, spring break. Oh, just with Azuma, huh? Where's Tyra at? Just with Azuma? More free than not. She heard Tyra's voice and immediately got... Oh man, she is... Just hearing Tyra's voice trips her up, man. Ever since their final conversation on the last day of school when they went and got food together, ever since after they split and Azuma started realizing things... Then again, she's probably going to be all copium and be like, no, I don't actually like him. There's no way. She's going to be probably copium at first, but it's clear she does with the way she's acting right now. Anyway, oh my god! Oh my god, this girl is so in love. Holy shit. Wow, I did not expect it to, like, progress at this speed. Like, obviously she came, like... obviously she kind of had a revelation at the end of last episode, but I thought it'd be more like copium and she'd act like normal around him for a while until things really... The more she hung out with him, the more it really sunk in. That's how I thought it would go. But it's not even... She can't even face him. That's how bad it is already. That's crazy. That is much different than I thought how they would approach it. Like I just said, I totally thought it was going to be... She'd hang out with him again, and then it'd become a little more obvious to her, and then she'd hang out with him again, it'd become more obvious, but she's still being around him and stuff while her feelings become more clear to her. But no, she's already struggling. She already didn't want to bring him to spring break, and now just hearing him on the phone has her flustered. Thought you might be nearby. Nope, she ended up coming. Oh my god! Oh my god! She said... Looked right at him and went the other way! Oh my god! Works at a ramen shop. We reek of karaoke. Oh, it's just with me. A comedy fighting skit, more like pro wrestling. That's hilarious. I feel like you're putting up walls with just me. Why won't you tell me too? And he's like, no, you obviously were setting up to fuck with me. The way you asked made your intentions perfectly clear. I was, yes. And then he fucking slapstick comedy of like, at least deny it. I'm still not over the fact that she looked at Tyra and went the complete opposite side. She could not bear to sit by him. It's running away. I love the face on it. Look confused. Oh, and okay, now she's gonna directly think about it. My feelings fall into. Since they cross my brain at odd moments, things might end up weird. But look, you're hanging out with him like normal, it seems like. I can still act pretty normal. Yeah, no, definitely not. It seemed like a lot of people you hung out with before were not great, but I thought she's friends with her coworkers, and they seem pretty cool. I think that's this show. Oh no, that's not this show. That is Ramparts. That is Miki from Ramparts, who has coworker friends. That is not Azuma. Different show. Same author, different show. But Yeah, like these are real true guy friends here, and you're developing feelings for one of them. And so she doesn't know how to handle that. There's always a feeling like something was already there from the start. But you know, Yamada here already has a girlfriend, Tani already has a girlfriend, and Taira, you two have been known each other for so long, and he's so in his own head he would never develop feelings. He thought you were making fun of him for the longest time, as if he would ever develop feelings for you, like when he was thinking like that. Now he's in the right headspace and understands how wrong he was, and so he is actually in a space where maybe that's something that could happen. Tried to get close, gave off that kind of vibe, and I knew that, so I let them in. There were times when I felt like that initial starting vibe was the most fun before they tried to make a move or something like that, when you were just being friendly. You got a lot to think about, girl. You have a lot to think about. Also, I didn't know Azuma had time freezing powers. She's frozen Yamada and Taira in place. Do I want to date him? She's like, this is something I never thought plausible ever, but now you're like genuinely considering it. I could shift into romance made with a vague, I might like him. Need to think about this more carefully, more cautiously. I'm glad you're taking this approach to genuinely think about it very deeply, Azuma. Oh my god, instantly contradictory. Yeah, she's like, I need to think about this much deeper, take my time, really consider. Fuck that, I'm gonna just stop my brain altogether. I wish I had that ability. No god. It's time to find classes with the, see if we have each other. So 3-1. Oh, they got split! Azuma and Sato are in the same class, and Suzuki and Nabe are in the same class. Is that Yamada Kentaro? Is Yamada in their class there? So they got split. But at least they're not... Yeah, also, how the hell are you saying that? But also, I'm glad that at least they have somebody in their classes together. Okay, these two absolute goobers. The two chill ones got together and the two crazies got together. Wrong word to use, but it feels apt watching the scene up here, what happening in front of me. The two energetic ones is probably the better way to do it. Oh, Tani's in class 8. Okay, Suzuki and Tani are in different classes. So they're actually, okay, it makes sense how they'll speed through third year, because instead of seeing them in class together or anything anymore, it's probably going to be like only outside of class stuff, because none of them have class together. Or they're split up pretty strongly. I wonder if Taira's going to be in Azuma's class. How much you want to bet? His roster number is 20. How are you seeing that? Taira, oh, Taira and Nishi. Ooh, interesting. So Taira, Tani, and Nishi are all in 3-8 together. So Taira and Azuma are not in the same class. Oh my god, just hearing his name is enough to trip you up. Literally just hearing his name is tripping you up. I should have snapped back to it there. Honda is in class 3-8. Okay, so Honda and Nishi are still together. That's good, because Honda's not really close with any of our people, but Nishi is, you know, knows Tani, and through that virtue of that knows Taira, and so naturally they'd be able to get along together and stuff like that. So Nishi would have friends, but I'm glad that Honda will also be able to connect with the group as well. Or at least have Nishi to be friends with. But, like I said, I bet we're going to form a little friend group with Nishi, Honda, Tani, and Taira. I bet we're going to form a little 4-person friend group there in this new class. I'm so happy that she gets to have her friends still. Oh my god, did the teacher give you all those textbooks? Or are they going to have like a strict teacher? Okay, so oh yes, so that was Yamada Kentaro. So Yamada's in the same class as Nabe and Suzuki. That trio is gonna be something. Oh, and these two are with them as well. I forget their names. I don't know if they've even given us their names, but they're friends of theirs as well. But I love that the three most energetic goobers got class together again. The 3-7 is gonna be an interesting class, I'll tell you that much, with those three together. Oh, there you go. Kawasaki is Azuma's friend, right? Basically never interacted before and they're already best buds. You love to see it. Yep. So you got Tani and Taira, and then, okay, Saotome and Hasegawa, I guess they're already friends as well. And then you got Honda and Nishi here. Honda sits next to Tani. The protagonist with super-powered glasses and a Gyaru girlfriend. Honda not even calling him by name. Nishi knows them all by name. Honda just calling them by their stereotypes she's got in her head. I sure he would have. I sure he would have. I'm so great at English, can't you guys tell? He shares stuff every day, so she ended up remembering them. That's right. He shares stuff about all his friends, and so that's what Nishi had said in a previous episode, that she basically knows them through that. Hey! Already kicking him out. In the next class might be just right for me. Yeah, so you're not in the same class together, but he can always just peek around the door and say hi, whatever. You're not like a hallway across anymore or something, like they previously were. And Honda. He went to catch up with her. She's in her own head here. Now, this is stuff she would have never thought about before. Before she came to the conclusion that she might have feelings for Taira, she would before just like run up and catch up to him for fun, you know, try to give him an umbrella, or they'd have, she just whatever. And now she's overthinking it, like, you know, I shouldn't wait for him, that'd be kind of weird, and we didn't walk together every single day, so maybe it's okay if we don't here. Maybe it'll end up happening less. And Taira just walks up and is like, hey, you fucking left without me. It seems like they've been going home together a lot as of late, and going to school together a lot as of late. Trying to walk home at the same time as him or waiting for him would be weird. Yeah, I started walking faster. Now she's upset. Now she's upset that he tried to just like shuffle by. You're walking super slowly. I figured I wouldn't bother you. He thought you were deep in thought, so he was gonna leave you alone. Oyaka. Aw, look at him. He actually sounds like he's gonna enjoy it. Oh, things probably won't get stormy. Oh, there's from class 7. You could have just been honest and said, yeah. Yeah, you could have been honest. It's because you got a buddy in there that you know, but he had to make up some other reasoning. Because Taira's taller. Were you hoping that maybe he'd be a little sad that you weren't in class with him, Azuma? Were you hoping just a little bit that he would maybe be a little sad that he's not in class with you, instead of just like outright saying it might be a good class for me? Like we're going to say, immediately say that. People who are friends with me have people who are even closer to them. She's saying like even what she we're thinking how close she actually is to Taira. Even closer than. That's how it usually goes. If we start worrying about stuff like that, it'll never end. It applies to the relationship between girls too, so I mean, yeah, because Suzuki and Sato have known each other for years, since middle school. Nabe joined their group and they've known each other since first year, and then you joined the group later, so it's like they've all known each other longer. But yeah, there's no reason to start worrying about that. You're part of their friend group, and that's what matters, truly, is that you get along with them and they get along with you, and you all love each other. Or now I've been able to shake it off more easily. But now with Taira, it's harder to shake it off, and it's harder to shake off that fact. You're sad you don't have a class with him and you won't see him as often anymore, Azuma. And you kind of were hoping that he'd feel the same way. Frustration. Wow, frustration that she's not in the same class as him, possibly. Only my head is full like this, and the way it seems like I don't appear in Tyra's head at all is frustrating. Azuma, can I ask you a question? Do you know the person sitting next to you? I can absolutely assure you, your brain is not the only one full like this. I can absolutely assure you, given the person standing next to you, girlfriend, I can assure you that is not the case. You do not need to worry. He is probably over there overthinking just as much as you are. He's getting better. He knows the problem, but the problem, as I pointed out in the previous episode, is he overthinks his overthinking. And so he's still got a ways to go, but he's identified the problem, but he still does it. So trust me, you are not the only one, but it is exactly like I said. She is a little upset that she seems to be the only one. She feels as though she is the only one who is sad they don't have class together. That she's overthinking this whole thing about him, and she feels like he is not thinking about her at all, and she's frustrated about that. I love this inner monologue we're getting for Azuma, because it's usually Tyra. Every scene with Tyra and Azuma up until this episode, I'm pretty sure, or the end of last episode, has been all we see Tyra's inner monologue and nothing else. That's it. And we very seldom would see an Azuma one occasionally, but most scenes with the two of them, it was all Tyra, and now it's all Azuma. Childish, disgraceful, I hate it. And yeah, you love him, and so your emotions are a bit stronger towards him now. The badge we made for last year's culture fair. How long do you think it's okay for me to keep it on my back? Oh man, she is really struggling over there. I so get that, though. You have these emotions and feelings when you're in love that, you know, you hate, but you can't get rid of them because you're in love. Oh, so she just decided to bring up the topic. Wow. She just decided, you know what? I'm overthinking this too much in my head. I'm just going to pick his brain. We ended up in different classes, huh? What do you think about that? That only furthered her thoughts she was having on the bus. Yep, there you go. And so that's why he's not that worried about it, because he knows he's going to continue to see you. Was I the only one thinking that? So the reason he wasn't overthinking not having a class with her was because he was like, I'll see you on the way to school. Or maybe Tyra still takes the last train now because there's less people. Maybe he does that. But you know, he's like, I'll see you after school. I'll see you around here. Like, we'll see each other all the time outside of school, so I don't have to worry. His face says that's what he's thinking. Throw little jabs. The OST. Oh boy, are they about to kill me with what's about to show up here? She about to like really be like, oh god, I'm in love with him. You're happy that's the response you got. Oh my god! I guess because she's saying it's not like that. I don't know. I don't even think that's her necessarily denying herself. I think that's her being like, that's not what he meant. That's not what he meant, you know. And like, he didn't mean it in a romantic way of like, you know, we'll see each other after school all the time, like, you know, kind of that kind of thing. Why does this happen every episode? Oh my god! She's so happy about it, even if she's telling herself, no, not like that, not like that. She's over here fucking skipping after hearing him say that, after hearing him say that they'd see each other after school all the time, so he's not worried about them having different classes. Oh, it's so cute. Holy shit, I love this show. I said it before, I've said it in previous episodes, this season is already way better than season 1, and season 1 was already fantastic. Somehow the season is even better. I don't know how you do that. Oh my god, man, this show's so good. The Yamada Nishi episode at the beginning, segment at the beginning of this episode was absolutely incredible. The Suzuki and Tani one was so good as they both have their worries and Suzuki's expressing them and Tani's, you know, keep being himself, being a little cagey a bit, but I'm sure they'll address those as the season goes on about their future and the future of their relationship and stuff, because Yamada and Nishi are kind of in that honeymoon phase at the moment, and Suzuki Tani are a lot longer running relationship, and so it's, you know, they're thinking about long-term things they'll have to tackle and stuff like that, and Yamada and Nishi, I'm sure we'll get around to discussing those things at some point. Though, I have a feeling, given Yamada, it might be pretty simple what they end up doing. He might end up not overthinking it or something. I don't know. We'll see what exactly goes on for those two as things progress as well, but they're right now in the beginning of their relationship, and so, you know, long-term issues aren't something you're necessarily going to address right away. And then we've got Azuma is really falling for our boy. Oh man, she was elated whenever he mentioned the fact that they'll continue to see each other. She was so worried that like she was the only one thinking about him and frustrated about the fact that she was, you know, the only one seemingly shaken up about the fact that they don't have class together. But then all of that washed away instantly whenever Tyra just told her simply, you know, it's like, we're gonna continue seeing each other outside of class. So he's just not thinking that deeply about the fact that they don't have class together, because he's expecting to continue seeing you outside of it. And her skipping away at the end, that little grin she had on, that smug grin she had before she like tried to tell herself and calm herself down, but then she skipped off anyway. So fucking good. Oh my god, fucking peak. This video is almost an hour long, Jesus Christ. But he's gonna wrap it up my reaction to You and I Are Polar Opposites Season 2, Episode 7. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day.